Hey guys, it's Kayla from Killing It With Coupons, and here is my Jewel-Osco haul for you guys this week. These are not all of the deals that are going on this week. I did share some other deals that were going on a post on social media, so hopefully you guys follow me on I think almost all the places I ended up posting it, and you guys are able to catch some of those deals as well. But they also have a 2-day sale that is going on just Saturday and Sunday. I'm gonna go out Sunday and brave the cold, or on Saturday and brave the cold, to go and pick up the 2-day sale stuff. So they do have some other things that are going on. In addition to that, one of the grocery pickup things, the flavor that I really like, they were out of, so I will share that with you guys, but I'm gonna wait until Saturday. Hopefully they'll have it back in stock and I can pick it up because it's my absolute favorite. And like I said, I'll get to that in a second, but I'm gonna wait to see if I can't get that on Saturday, and if not, I'm just going to get a different flavor and let somebody else probably have it, because like I said, it's the only one that I like. Is just it's the Luna bars. But in addition to that too, they also were out of stock of the cuties. The 2-pound bag of cuties were $1.99 at my store. They were out, so and I didn't have them like substitute it with anything else because there wasn't anything else they could substitute it with for the same price. And also they were out of the Pillsbury, the smaller Pillsbury crescent rolls and biscuits and cinnamon rolls. I think they're like the 4 count opposed to like the 8 count. Those were 99 cents when you bought 3 with the like the digital coupon. They were out at my store, and they were out of even my backup as well, so I think they were out of all of those. And in addition to that though, you do get 200 fetch points back when you buy 2, which is about the equivalent of 20 cents, so that'll make that about 20 cents cheaper. It's about $3, so you'll end up paying about $2.80 for 3 of them, which is okay. But I was going to do that as well, and they didn't have any more in stock, like I said, at my store. Other than that, there's still some other good deals that are going on, but these are the deals that I found worked best for me and my family this week, so this is what we ended up picking up. So for all these items that you guys see here on the table, these would have cost me $275.53. I paid $78.67. I saved $196.86. I earned back 4,750 fetch points, which is the equivalent of about $4.75 depending on how you end up redeeming the points, making my net cost for all these items just $73.92. So essentially under 75 bucks and saving roughly $200 on groceries for nearly $300 worth of groceries, I think is, like I said, pretty good for everything I ended up picking up at Jewel this week. I also ended up pairing all of these deals with the spend 100 and you get $20 off of your basket purchase, which is only for online delivery or pickup orders, along with a handful of the deals as well are only available for the online orders with pickup and delivery. So I ended up doing those. I will point those out to you guys in case you are picking these things up in stores. That way you know that, again, too, those items will not be available for you because the coupons will not be available unless it is a pickup or delivery order. I'm going to start off with the deals that are only for online orders, grocery pickup or delivery, and that was with the Signature Select canned veggies. These are completely free. It's a limit of 2. Again, you do have to place the online pickup or delivery order and you will get 2 cans of those completely free. It was either green beans or corn, in like 2 different select varieties. So this was what we ended up picking up. They also had the like Frito-Lay single packs. The 10 count were $3.99 with the digital coupon in the delivery and pickup. The Cliff Bars, these were $5, limit of 1, along with the Frito-Lays as well. Those were just $5 with that digital coupon, and also the grocery pickup or delivery. And as well as the other deal is the Luna bars. I believe those are the 5 or 6 count or 4 count, you know, something like that, but they're also $5. And again, my favorite kind, which is the chocolate nut kind, those ones were out of stock at my store. They had the other 2 or 3 varieties, I think, and they had them in stock, but I'm gonna, like I said, wait and see if I can't get those on Saturday if they have them back in stock, and then when I do my pickup on Saturday for the 2-day sale, I will hopefully get those, and if not, I'll get them anyway. It'll be just a different variety, because $5 for those are a really good deal. Both the Cliff Bars and the Luna bars, those are normally pretty expensive. The Cottonelle, this was a really good deal because with the Cottonelle wipes, these are $5, limit of 1 with the the digital coupon and the grocery pickup. And the Cottonelle, the 6-count mega roll toilet paper, is also $5. However, with both of them, there is $1 off digital coupons as well, which will stack, making those just $4 for the pack of toilet paper and also for the wipes as well. Again, $4 each. So that was a really good deal. Those were the only grocery pickup and delivery orders that I ended up doing. Like I said, all of the other ones will be most likely available for everybody in stores that you can do. But the berries, now this was the thing that unfortunately it ended up, they were in stock, then out of stock, then in stock again of the berries, and this made me change up what I was going to do. Because I initially was like at 80 bucks in my cart, and I was like, okay, well, if I'm like almost at $100 anyway, and if my price after that, you know, $20 off a $100 purchase, that again, which was with the grocery pickup, I was like, why not just add $20 more worth of stuff in my cart, because I'd be paying the same price. Ended up adding in the chicken breast, which came to close to like 20-ish bucks. I added a couple other things as well. And then they were out of stock of the berries. So then I was like adding other things, and then they were out of like all of the berries all at the same time. So then I ended up deciding, okay, well, I'm going to take that out, the chicken breast, because this wasn't as good of a deal as last week, and like a handful of other things too. That again, I was like, you know what, maybe we'll get a different deal, or like that's a good deal, but I've seen cheaper, you know. So I ended up going down to 60 bucks. Then all of a sudden, after I placed my order, I checked again last night, the berries were all back in stock. So I don't know if it was just an issue with like the, you know, like stocking stuff, or like, you know, like through the app or whatever, or if they really were out of stock, but then like they got the shipment in overnight. But like I went to bed kind of late-ish last night, so I don't know how that could have happened, but either way, they then had them back in stock, and then I ended up adding all the stuff back to my cart, which totaled, like I said, around 80 bucks, or $100 at that point, and then used that $20 off of a $100 purchase. So the berries though, these were like the thing that was kind of messing me up yesterday, because they didn't have them in stock, but they were back in stock. So and the thing that might have been the reason why, I didn't notice that any of them said limit at all. However, it was only letting me add 2 strawberries and 3 raspberries, and I don't know about the blackberries because I didn't try and add more. But I ended up picking up 2 of the strawberries, which were 99 cents with the digital just for you coupon, or digital for you coupon, I think is what they're called. But again, I didn't notice a limit, but they were only letting me add 2. So it might have just been what they had left in stock at my store. And then with the raspberries, these are also 99 cents. Now each one of these is a separate coupon. These again too, at least for me, they were a limit of 3. They weren't letting me pick any more than 3, which is kind of weird, because normally if they do, they'll let you add more to your cart, but they won't let you like it'll be more money than what the sale price is. So that's what's making me think maybe they actually were out of stock. But then they ended up like picking my order later in the day, which makes me think they actually would have been out of stock had like they, you know, throughout the day people would have been buying them. Like they would have had the last 3 in stock all day. So anyways, I don't know, it could have been that. But either way, again, just watch that if you're in stores to make sure that you're not buying more than potentially what the actual limit is. But I didn't notice a limit stated on the coupon. The blackberries are also 99 cents. Again, this is a separate coupon. All 3 of these are separate coupons, but it'll make your berries just 99 cents each. The avocados are 49 cents. I don't believe that there was a limit with the For You coupon. The Granny Smith apples were on sale for 99 cents with the For You coupon. I got a little under 2.5 pounds, so it was $2.24. The cucumber is on sale for 49 cents with the coupon. I ended up just picking up one of those. The spinach is on sale for 99 cents with the For You coupon. I picked up one of those as well. And the romaine lettuce is on sale for $1.99, and I picked up one of those. These Evolution sodas, oh my goodness guys, I love these like healthy kind of sodas and stuff like that, like Poppy, and these ones too are really good. These are 99 cents with the For You coupon. I don't think that there's a limit. I ended up picking up 4 of those. They also had the Gatorades, which are on sale for 99 cents as well. They are a limit of 8 with the For You coupon, so you paid $7.92 for those. The instant, the Signature Select Instant Oatmeal, these are $4.99, and there is a buy one get one free digital coupon along with a 75-cent off coupon. So these will be $4.24 for 2 or $2.12 each. With the 2-day sale, the Quaker oatmeal will be on sale for $1.50, which is obviously better because it's name brand and also it's cheaper. However, it is included with the Quaker cereal and the Quaker chewy bars. So if you still want to get oatmeal at like a decent price, you can do this deal and then pick up other items at that 2-day sale again if you want to do the cereal or those Quaker chewy bars instead of just the you know, like I said, because the oatmeal, like, it'll be, I think, a limit of 4 in total for all of the items combined. So oatmeal, cereal, and the chewy bars. So I wanted to still do an oatmeal deal, but my dad has oatmeal almost every day, so I ended up finding this deal and was like, okay, now we can get cereal as well with the Quaker deal, because $1.50 for cereal, like, that's also really awesome. So this was just, like I said, what made sense sort of for us. And it's still a good price for those. The Quaker rice cakes, these are $1.99 with the 4U coupon. We picked up 2 of those. The Quest bars, these are still going on. I think it's been a couple weeks now. But these are $2.99 and the coupon is $2 off, but it's like taking off $2 twice, and it's a limit of 2, so I picked up 2 and got 2 of them completely for free. The Diet Cokes, these are not the 2 liters, these are the 1.25 liters, but these are just 99 cents, and you must buy 5 with the Just For You coupon. So we picked up 5 of those, and they ended up being just $4.95. And again, too, that's like not the worst deal, not the best deal. 2 liters at Jewel this week are $2.99, so these are significantly cheaper than that, although not quite as big. But on top of that, too, my mom drinks Diet Coke, and I thought that this was a pretty good deal because we also ended up getting a deal on the Mountain Dew and Pepsi products. However, we might see deals for Coke products before the Super Bowl. However, because the Super Bowl is the Super Bowl halftime show is sponsored by Pepsi, a lot of times that is why we see way better deal on Pepsi products right before the Super Bowl. And again, Pepsi, Frito-Lay's brands, that kind of stuff. So that's why we've had that $4 off 4 coupon that we've been able to use on a few different things over the weeks. Like last week, they had it on the chips. This week, it made a really good deal with the Pepsi products, the Pepsi like 12 packs. So these are $5 when you buy 4 with the Just For You coupon. And then there's also, again, that $4 off 4 coupon, which stacks. It's even advertised in their ad, but you need to make sure that you clip both of those coupons, because if you are looking for a $4 coupon, making those that price, or you clip the $5 coupon and don't realize that you also need to clip that $4 off 4 coupon, you will not get these at the advertised price, which is for $4 each. So you'll end up paying $16 for these. Now, in addition to that as well, if you use the Fetch app, these are tracking. So with the Mountain Dew deal and Fetch, it is when you spend $18, you will get 1,500 Fetch points back, which is about the equivalent of $1.50. Now, just buying 4 of these will not earn you that. However, they also have the 1.25 liters separate deal from the Coke products. They have it on Pepsi products as well. And you can get, again, too, the Mountain Dew if you buy 4 12 packs and also the 1.25 liters and you buy 4 of those. I don't think you have to buy 4, so I think the math, you could buy 3. You just have to make sure, because it's going to be like a penny less. If you get there, you won't actually earn it. So you have to make sure that you're actually like over the amount to like officially earn it. Again, I didn't end up earning it in this transaction, but it's tracking towards that for me. So if next week I end up getting a deal, I could potentially end up, you know, picking up another, you know, if we get another deal on Pop before the Super Bowl, I could pick up like another pack or 2 liters or something like that and end up earning that Fetch reward back. They also have one on the Pepsi as well, but you have to spend $20. So even with that scenario, even if you buy 4 of the 12 packs and 4 of the 1.25 liter bottles, you still wouldn't be at that price. You'd be a couple cents cheaper, and it wouldn't end up actually earning that. But like I said, with the Mountain Dew, you could do that all in one transaction. I'm gonna guess that we'll probably see hopefully another deal before that, and I'll be able to earn that fetch reward back as well. But I just wanted to give you guys a little heads up as well that that is a deal that you could do, and you could potentially end up doing it that way. Another fetch deal that I ended up doing was the same deal I did as last week. These little like wellness shots, these are 99 cents with the Just For You coupon. When you buy two, it'll be $1.98, and you'll earn back 1,750 fetch points, which is again about the equivalent of $1.75. So it makes these 23 cents for three of them. I'm sorry, for two of them, which is about 12 cents each. And also too, somebody let me know there is Ibotta offer on these as well, which is 75 cents back. So you will end up getting that. It'll end up making it a money maker. I couldn't do it because the Ibotta does not track with digital, like in online pickup orders. So I wasn't able to get those back. I still think 12 cents for these is really awesome. But if you wanted to, you could also do that and make that a money maker if you're doing this as an in-store deal. And I don't remember if last week I ended up saying that these were a limit of 4, like in total, or like it was like 2 offers. They're a limit of 3 offers. So I did 2 of them, 2 offers last week. I picked up 4. This week I picked up another 2 for another 1 offer. So mine is like I earned as much as I can. I can't earn any more back. But that makes them a really good deal with that Just For You coupon that is available. I also ended up picking up this Oatly, which is the oat milk, the barista edition specifically. This is a 32 ounces. It's on sale for $4.49, and this is the, I believe it's the shelf stable one, not the refrigerated one. The refrigerated one I think is more money, but this is like the shelf stable one. At least it wasn't cold when it's like, you know, even though it's cold outside, it was actually like cold, like refrigerated cold. So I believe this is a shelf stable one, and like I said, I think the price was different, but these were $4.49, and you earn 3,000 fetch points back, which again is the equivalent of about $3. So this was just $1.49 for these. Lastly, I also again too, because I figured with what I was purchasing kind of anyway, I was pretty close to the $100 that I needed anyway to get the $20 off my, you know, grocery pickup or delivery purchase. I ended up throwing in the chicken breast, which again, chicken breast last week was 99 cents a pound. This week it was $1.99, which is still a pretty good price for chicken breast. And again, the way I ended up working it out, you know, with my all the deals that I was doing anyway, I just needed a little bit more in my cart purchase price to be able to actually get the $20 off. So I thought, why not throw in some chicken breast? So I ended up picking up both of these packages, which totaled a little over 8.5 pounds. This one was $7.44, and you guys can see on there I saved $11.22. And then this one was $9.69, and I saved $14.61 because they were on sale for $1.99 a pound. So again, that was a pretty good price. These are normally $4.99 a pound, which is, you know, expensive, but I think Aldi's price even too is at least $2 something. I know that this is cheaper than Aldi's price compared to that. And again, this is like the perfect opportunity where this is still a pretty cheap and pretty good price, and I can get these, freeze them. And like I said, with my whole scenario, I ended up working out. It was almost like that $20 was really just going to pay for the chicken anyway, because I was at $80 and I just needed, again, the 20 more really to get the $20 off, which was going to make whatever else I added free. So like I said, that was kind of how I looked at it. They had some good deals going on at Jewel this week. Again, I think that all this stuff, obviously, like the number one thing that is super expensive is the pop. Pop retails at, I think, $11.99 a case, and so if we're getting these for $4, we're obviously saving a ton of money, and that is going to make the subtotal look crazy high. So that is why this was almost $300 worth of groceries, even though it does not feel like it really should be. The pop is obviously going to push that over. But this is a really good time. Like, if there's one time of year for you to really stock up in super cheap pop, it is going to be during the Super Bowl. That is probably the best deals, especially if you're a Pepsi drinker. Like I said, that's when we're going to see the best deals on Pepsi specifically, because they tend to do a lot of promotional stuff in anticipation for the Super Bowl halftime show that they are sponsoring. So that is why you're going to see a lot more deals probably on Pepsi products than Coke products, but this will still be probably your best time, hands down. Like, chips and pop are going to be the two probably biggest things to stock up in during Super Bowl time between now now and again, you know, early February to get those deals. So if you are planning on it and you need some pop even for like, you know, your summer parties and stuff like that, it's the best time to buy these now. So that's why you might be stocking up a little bit, but these are going to be some of your cheapest prices really throughout the year. So that's the way that I saw it, and my dad and brother both like Mountain Dew, so I thought that was also a good opportunity as well. And like I said, my mom drinks Diet Coke, so I saw that and was like, you know what, that's not too bad. If I can't get her 12-pack of Diet Coke, then I will at least get these bottles, which also works out to be, again, a really good deal. So I was really happy too with this Cottonelle deal, because I've been about stocking up in my paper products recently, and obviously too the chicken, like getting chicken for, again, pretty cheap price, but then also too being able to work it into my whole deal. Like, again, net cost of under 75 bucks for all of these items with a large amount of fresh produce and also fresh meat. You know, I think that works out to be good deals. So like I said, I have been really happy being able to take advantage of these grocery pickup and delivery offers that they've had, these coupons that are available. I don't know how long that, you know, they're going to keep running the, you know, $20 off a $100 purchase, but so long as they have some good deals and I'm close to that, I might add just a handful of extra things in there so that I can get that $20 off. The way I was looking at it was adding the chicken breast and then adding in those oatmeals ended up getting me to that over $100 then that I really needed to then get the $20 off. So it was like those things ended up actually being free for me for the things that I actually was going to add to my cart and actually going to order and pick up for this week. So and I think I also added that in as well, but the net cost for that was also really awesome. But those were the items that I ended up getting up to that total to be able to get the $20 off, which, like I said, ends up being really awesome. And with Jewel, I believe that manufacturer just for you coupons don't count against that total, which is my total was actually a little bit cheaper because I think like the Cottonelle coupons were the $1 off coupons, might have been manufacturer coupons. Everything else was just for you or like for you clip store coupons. So those will count against that, if it makes sense, but the manufacturer coupons don't. So it was only those two that I had an extra $2 off, so I could be a little bit under the $100 threshold that I actually needed to after those coupons came off. Like, you get $98 that I needed to still get the $20 off. At least I believe that's how it works. I'm not actually sure, it's just what I've kind of noticed. So anyways, like I said, that's everything I ended up picking up. Those are all the deals I ended up doing at Jewel this week. But that does it for me for Jewel this week. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys give it a like and follow, and I will see you guys all in the next haul. So bye guys.